We are going to be working on a couple of different things tonight. Mostly, I want to see if we can figure out a new type of gravity block farm. This is something that I showed in the most recent bug rock, but there's a way, a horrible, really bad way of making a gravity block farm for like sand or gravel or concrete, dragon eggs or anvils, oh my. And yeah, it's duplicating, but it's a really horrible duplicate. Why do I have speed? I got a lot of speed 5. I don't know how that happened, but cool. Let's just run around a little bit. Why do I have speed? Dirt farm win. Never. It'll never happen. But yeah, let's see. I have some old gravity block farms over here. These ones were insane. It's definitely a little bit overpowered. They gave you like, what, 60, 70,000 items per hour? This new one's gonna give you like, it's so bad. It's so bad. It gives you like a couple dozen every time you relog, so it's not that great. But it is a clickbait video, so there we go. Now my interest is peaked. You did a ban. I gotta have the darkness effect, man. I already can't find anything in this world. Hold up, where's my gravity farm at? I had one around here somewhere. Legit, I know I had one somewhere. Because people were pointing it out and being like, what's that? Be like, what's what? Is this a new version of the world? I feel like I'm missing a bunch of stuff. I had something over here. I'm so confused. Anyway, yeah, there's another way of doing it with drip leaves. That was really silly. I guess I can just show you. Oh, it's right here. Well, I really am blind. It was hiding behind a furnace array. But yeah, as you can see, this is actually a gravity block duplicator as well. It does technically work, but again, it requires you to relog. But yeah, it uses the same shaky sand. Now, with this one, I didn't actually try stacking it. Oh man, this might actually be way better than the boats. Because boats can like shift around and be shenanigans. I don't think that'll happen with this one. But cool, yeah, so basically you have to relog every time that you want it to duplicate. So it is like not good. No one's ever complained about clickbait. Me? Clickbait videos? Man, it's just like, that's how you gotta be on YouTube. Why do you think people started doing infinite rates in the titles and thumbnails? Because like, I mean, yeah, you literally can't compete like with that. It's like, oh wow, your farm gets 1,000,000 items a second? Well, that's not infinite. Jeez, okay, let's get some darkness. For 60 seconds exactly. You know what, let's do 60. There we go. Nice. This is actually pretty dark. So I've tried to make this farm a lot better by putting it on a chunk border and doing like sim tick, but that doesn't seem to really help. You can go cross dimension. So like the whole dimension needs to be unloaded and then reloaded from the looks of it. I'm not sure if it actually works on a multiplayer. I guess we could try it on Truly Bedrock. I don't want to get banned. Do you think I'll get banned for duplicating a piece of sand on Truly Bedrock? Jeez. Killer Joe, welcome in. Thank you for the Prime sub. Also, Flashboy, thank you for the 4 biddies. So, we need to get the moral dilemma out of the way first. First of all, I do not show any item duplication glitches on the channel. As in, duplication glitches that work for any item, because those are obviously way too OP. Like, if you're over here spitting out stacks of diamond blocks, that's not really going to be helpful for anybody. However, this is a very limited, and as you can see, not reliable duplication glitch. It's also really horrible, and duplication glitches purely for gravity blocks is something that's like somewhat kind of acceptable in the Minecraft community. I mean, it's been done on Hermitcraft, and I'm pretty sure SciCraft, and like everybody's done it. This one over here is one of my previous ones. As you can see, this was like a 9 times, or no, 12 times gravity block duplicator, and it was pretty crazy. It doesn't work anymore. There was another method that I built for the end side. This one was 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This one was 20 times duplicator. It was crazy. But yeah, that stuff broke. Stuff is very broke. So there hasn't been one that I've seen for Bedrock Edition in a long time. So it's piqued my interest, you know? It's mildly interesting. And also, to be fair, I will give you this. To be fair, Java has TNT duplication, right? We do not have that. TNT duplication is widely accepted. I got no issues with that. That's allowed on our Java server even. Because TNT is a mega pain. And if you want to do mega projects, you need mega loads of it. So if you're doing sand, you still got to farm the gunpowder, right? So, I mean, there's a little bit of balance there. I don't have any plans to use this stuff on truly Bedrock, to be clear. But that's my take on it anyway. Oh, there's like a whole thing up here. Okay. I do want to play around with it though, because like, you know, I am the bug man. If I don't do the bug thing, what am I gonna do? Mega duping. This is like a minor dupe, if anything. I think we can scale it pretty well though. I think we can scale it pretty well. Wow, that just does not place very well. Can you drop sand on a dragon egg? Oh, you can't. Oh, it broke the dragon egg. Oh. Yeah, this stream is gonna be pretty glitchy. Now, the thing about this is you have to have these powered. Like, if you unflick it, I think that breaks the whole thing. Yeah. So you can actually remove your gravity block farm really quickly. Yay, you can hide it from your admins. I'm gonna use on TB, that's why I said well, if I somehow get like 20 shulkers of TNT, first of all, you'll know that the creeper farm is actually working. That's the first thing that you'll know. And second of all, you'll know that I probably just bought the sand. Sand dupe is just half of TNT. Yeah, it's the... I don't know. Is it even the easy half? Or is it the hard half? See, this does not stack up very well. I think the boats might be more reliable. Maybe we're dropping it from too high up. But yeah, this works for any gravity block. So you got your sand, your red sand, your regular sand, your red, blue, white, green, orange, purple, magenta, blue, light gray, black, cyan, green, lime, orange, purple, concrete. I think that's all the colors. I don't know. Yellow. Oh man, it just does not stack up very well. The boats is more reliable than this. And then it works for anvils and dragon eggs. This might be a shorter stream than I thought if it's this unreliable. Jeez. Duplicating red sand would be valuable. I think you can buy it from watering traders, can't you? Is that not a thing? Okay, what if we just place it in? Nah, even if we place it in, it still breaks. Okay, so the either end of it seems to be working fine, right? Either end of it is working fine. So can we just not have these pillars next to each other? If so, we'll do checkerboards. Is this stable? I mean, it's not super stable. This one on the end isn't actually doing anything. It's not very stable, is it? Why is this one on the end working? That's my question. Because we need to be able to stack these up if we want to get actual rates out of it. It just broke a layer, didn't it? Yeah, it's at 4 now. It was at 5. Do you have TNT? No. TNT is not a gravity block. I will not be fooled. Not again. Oh, come on now. Man, you can't crouch while flying anymore, so you can't do that. Okay, so yeah, see, this is purely within a chunk. It's not over a chunk border. Blame the chunk borders. Well, there isn't a chunk border. That's my problem. My problem is I have a lack of chunk borders. Also, question about drip leaf entirely. Why are these a redstone component? And also, can you just power them with levers? You can. It makes a leaf sound. Okay. What if I just place it? I think that's the tallest I've gotten it so far. It doesn't work very well. There used to be a crazy bug on Legacy Console Edition where if you had like, you know, 20 or 30 gravity blocks floating just by dropping them into a cobweb, for example, it would actually break gravity for all gravity blocks. So you could start building like bridges out of sand or something. It was crazy. I think that was an intended game mechanic. So this actually works. Maybe I just need to place it on top of these. Figuring out how to get these things stacked up is going to be the most important bit for actually getting good rates out of a gravity farm. Because otherwise you're going to be doing 1 per drip leaf, which is not acceptable. Not acceptable rates. You remember that? It's crazy, wasn't it? Also worked if they were on fences. Yeah! It was so fun. I think I made a video on that back in the day. I probably deleted it by now, though. Okay, so it looks like if we drop them in like this, then it's less reliable. See, that one like actually fell. So we can't drop it in. If we place it in, it seems to be a little bit more reliable. Now we're actually getting some height out of it. It seems like we can't have them right next to each other. Let's test this hypothesis a little bit more. Placing it on top of the sand also is not very reliable. Yeah, see, as soon as I start dropping those in, the other ones start falling. Granted, that one is also falling. Oh, because there's a second thing right there. Did that just duplicate? Hold up. Because there was 1 sand on top of there, and then it turned to 2. Did you guys see that? I might have been making that up. But I think it fell right as I replaced this, so it might have duplicated there. That might actually be a better way of doing this. If we can replicate that. We can replicate it. Got the stream a bit late, so how's this working, duping? So basically, they're just like constantly falling. As you can see here, they're in like a state of flux. It's Schrodinger's sand. Is it there or is it not there? And then when you relog, these all turn into solid blocks while they're still falling. So you get a bunch of items everywhere. All these items that you see on the ground is just sand that's breaking. It's not actually duplicating right now. So it's a horrible, horrible, horrible duplication glitch, but it does technically work, which is all that really matters. Let's see if we can't get this to duplicate again, because I'm pretty sure I saw that turn into 2. Or maybe there was like 2 stacked up in there, for example. I'm not sure. Anyway. These 2 are still reliable. I don't think these 2 have broken down a block besides this one on top. So maybe a chunk border is like the way to go, because all these other ones have actually broken down. We also stack these ones up by placing them. So they might need to be in isolated cells with no blocks next to them. You never know with these kinds of weird bugs, like any little thing, any change to the environment could be a factor that is actually important. So let's have a couple more tests going over here. These ones are actually a little bit easier to place. Subchunk. Oh, yeah, there's a subchunk right here as well. I didn't even notice that. We should probably bring this up a block. Can you place these on anything? You can't. Why not? Pretty sure you could at some point. Yeah, I totally had a drip leaf farm where you just place them on anything. Okay, well, they changed that at some point. Maybe a boat on a drip leaf? I feel like that would be even more unreliable. So the boat method that I showed is really just like for the fun of it. This drip leaf I feel like is a better attempt at an actual farm. Also, you know, let's switch over to redstone torches, because those don't need to be flicked. It's so weird that it makes a leaf sound. That was against duping. I just explained this at the beginning of the live stream. Rewind! This is a horrible duplication. It's only for specific items. It's not an any item dupe. And it's something that is generally, normally, sometimes accepted. Not that I plan on using it. I've showed a couple of these before. This one is like 1,000 times worse. Quite literally. Oh my god. You can't even place in the blocks, is how bad it is. Yeah, let's try putting this on the sub-chunk border, or on the chunk border, actually. There's a lot of weird oddities to Bedrock Edition that come with chunk borders and sub-chunk borders. Right then, so this one obviously doesn't let you stack up. Can we make this one stack up? If we can find a way to get them stacked up reliably, then we might actually have a chance of getting even a decent amount from it. We also need to find a way to make it so that we can dupe them without relogging. What are we building? We're cheating! That's what we're doing. See, these ones are fine right here. I don't know why these ones are fine. And why these ones aren't. Maybe it's just too many. Or it could be directional. Could be directional. Yeah, we tried the falling method, but that sometimes breaks them as well. Like, it would just fall through and break all the ones below it. So let's try this. Keeping it stable seems to be a difficult task. Mo the dog, welcome back for 7 months. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing fine. Okay, let's see if we even need the chunk border. Let's get some of these stacked up over here. The weird thing is that you can actually break them. They're like constantly churning into solid blocks and then like unchurning into solid blocks. Yeah, see, those ones are falling down. These ones are like surprisingly somewhat stable. So it might be a directional thing. It's going to be a pretty horrible farm. It's kind of just for like the, oh, look at this. You can technically do this if you feel like it. It's not going to be practical, but it's kind of fun. It's kicking out blocks to the side. Because that sand just came out of there. I didn't place that. I wonder if there's multiple stacked up in there. That shouldn't be allowed, but that might have explained how we saw it dupe earlier. You know what? We should experiment with pushing these items. That's what we should do. What do you think's gonna happen if we push a falling item? Can we pull a falling item? Because if we could just push and pull, then that would be a much easier way of doing this. Oh, you can! Okay, we need to find a way to make this work as a duplicator. Well, how did it get over there? Bruh, hold up. Back it up a second. Roll it back. That's illegal. How am I doing tonight? Hello, BT. I'm doing pretty well. We're gonna have a chill stream tonight. Just breaking the game. Bro, what? Nah, stop, nah. What about if the leaf is too high? That's a good question as well. See, now I can't really pull it. You would think that sand and stuff would just fall if it drops onto a drip leaf, which is probably what they're gonna do to fix this. TNT anvil cannon. Anvil cannon using this would be pretty OP. I like that. Okay, that's actually really fun. Hold up. How far can we push that? Not very far. Stop it. That's so weird. Oh, I like that. Okay. It just teleported over there. Weird. Oh, it stacked it up. Okay, I'm having way too much fun with this. Where did that one land? Oh, it landed inside of there. Okay. Bro, what? I enjoy breaking this game way too much. I will not apologize. It's so weird. Do that with activated TNT? You guys want me to just blow up this system, don't you? No, stop it. Okay, we gotta see what happens if we make this thing too tall. Can we power it from the bottom? No, we have to power the top of it. Oh, weird. Why is Drip Leaf like that? That's strange. That just teleported straight over. That didn't even try to go forwards a block. You just love chaos. Okay, well, we're gonna put another Drip Leaf right here then. How about that, Mr. Game? That's so weird. How many were there before? Did that just turn into 3? Because I think there was only 1 there before. Okay, now there's 2. It did duplicate. It did duplicate it. Did you see it? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is why you mess around with the weird stuff. There's items on the ground too. Yeah, these are from the sand that are breaking. So we have 2 sand in here currently. We got to keep track of this. We have 2 sand in here currently. Just the 1. So you put a sand there. That teleports over, sure, whatever. Okay, now we got a sand over there. Now we have 3 sand total. That's 4 sand. Back down to 3 because that one broke. Pretty sure that duped. Okay, 5. That one just teleported over. This is number 6. Strange. Nobody saw that getting quoted. Two. That's 3. That just got pushed over. Total of 4. I think you need to push the falling sand into falling sand to get it to dupe. It might also be a timing issue. That just pushed over 3. That was crazy. YouTube is supposed to have a feature where it like normalizes the ads to be the same volume as the videos. Sorry about that. I try to boost up my volume. But yeah, that's so weird. Bro, what? It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. It's not duplicating. Are we at 6? Still 6. That takes us to 8. 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. That one's 8. Now back to 7. It doesn't have a place for it to go. We had it duplicating for a second there. See, that just duplicated. Because now we have 5 instead of 4. So it's not Not very good. Not very good. So how are we gonna make this better? I think, let's try this. Because we need to duplicate the block that it's pushing. That's not gonna happen. Let's see if we can't find out something weird tonight. What if I push this sand through a coral fan? I'm pretty sure they fixed coral fans because they had a bug with them, right? They had a bug with them where they like didn't exist. Also, coral fans is like a Java TNT duper thing. That doesn't really do anything on Bedrock. Let's try a glass block here, actually. That's 3 of them. Yeah, see, they're just breaking. I need them to combine without breaking, which I don't think is gonna happen. So we just need them to like fly off the edges and then duplicate, because they duplicate when they fly off the edge. So can we get them to go over? You know what? Let's try slime. Let's try slime block, because if they're duplicating when they're flying, then I think that's what we need. Can we put a slime block on that? We can. Okay. Okay. Now we might be getting somewhere. Scaled up by ridiculous smell. We need to get a reliable small scale version before we go too crazy with it. That didn't do anything. I think it's like sticking to it. Okay, well that actually launched it. That's kind of what you would expect to normally happen. We wanted to launch and duplicate. See, that's what would normally happen if you launch a flying anvil. Because, like, otherwise it doesn't fly anywhere. So that must have launched it while it was, like, actively mid-air. Strange. This is definitely, yeah, it's definitely the furthest it's gone. I don't really care about distance. I just wanted to duplicate, you know? There will be a way to do it. It's not making them teleport anymore, so maybe slime isn't the way to go. Let's try like a honey block. Slightly different. Might not have any difference. It's just pushing them into one another. It's not making them teleport. See, if we push them with a piston, then they actually teleport, which is really odd. Previous methods of TNT duplication use portals, like the end portal. That's been fixed. I don't think nether portals work either. Also, we can see which one of these is stable now that we've like ignored it for a while. This might be the better way of doing things ultimately. See, these ones are a block taller because they don't have one in the middle, right? Like this one's a bit taller. Although that logic doesn't necessarily cleanly apply because this one has a block next to it, but it's still 2 blocks tall. Piston leaves on block, leaves on block. So the leaves would get broken by the piston, right? Let's try something with an odd hitbox. Oh, that's so weird. Huh, okay. Weird. Not something I expected to happen. Maybe try like a snare or something that might have some interesting consequences for a falling item. Or just push it in there. Yeah, so it seems like if we push it with a block, it doesn't actually do anything. But if we push it with a normal piston head, then it actually seems to teleport. But you gotta get the timings right. Also, let's see. Can we use an observer on this? Because it's constantly churning from a solid block into, like, a entity, right? Yeah. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. So, I mean, there you go. World's simplest clock, I guess. Who knows what speed it is? Fast! Push it downwards into the drip leaf? Yeah, why not? Let's try it. I think it's just gonna break the item, though. It pushed it all the way down to the bottom. Pushed it all the way down the bottom. Let's see. We can't expand this upwards a little bit. Because that's kind of like an instant block teleport. That one just broke the drip leaf. Okay, so it must have pushed it when it was still a solid block. That's why I'm thinking we got to get something figured out with the timings of this. Because if it's in its solid block state, it's just going to move like a regular block. But if it's actively falling, then that's where you get the glitchiness. Yeah, see that one just doing it again. I'm bad at timing this, apparently. Okay. See, that one pushed it through. It doesn't seem like it's going to have much use for us, however. So, this drip leaf duplication has actually been around for, like, 7-8 months. It's been a long time, actually. Science stream, best stream. Yes, it is. How have we been here for 30 minutes? Oh, my God. Bruh. Oh, you know what? Powdered snow is a glitchy block. You are absolutely right. There is a way to use powdered snow. We could combine our bugs here. So if you have a powdered snow block inside of a vine, like this, it doesn't actually exist. As you can see, you can walk through it. There's no slowness or anything. Doesn't save your fall damage. If you break that vine, then it actually turns into powdered snow. You see, we get the you know, freezing effect. So we might be able to use something like that to help us here. I'm not sure how you combine those bugs, but I mean, we could do something. Let's try putting a vine here, powdered snow in it, and then just drop that in. Oh, it replaces the things. Did it replace the vine? It did replace the vine. Interesting. Does that normally happen? Yeah, okay. With your bugs combined, I am Captain Bugrock. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's not really gonna work for us. Maybe we could try a button. I don't think it works for buttons. I think that would also break the falling item. Can we get a dispenser? Get a dispenser. No? You stupid. Okay. I mean, maybe it's just a regular powdered snow. Maybe we don't need to overthink it, right? Maybe we do need to overthink it. Maybe overthinking it is what solves the problem. No, okay. Definitely need a Captain Bugrock skin. Maybe a little bit. That's so weird. So it's only falling by a pixel, and then it goes back up. It's not very much room to work with, is it? You know what? We could use a comparator to read that. If we wanted to try and push it while it's falling, we can use a comparator to read it when it's a solid block. Get our handy dandy dispenser over here. We're gonna have so many random, like, conspiracy ideas about how this works by the end of this stream. It's gonna be great. Like, oh, maybe if we do that, it'll, like, do this. Okay, yeah, so if we have a sand right there, that's gonna sometimes activate that, see? And then we just need this to activate a piston. Doesn't really matter. And then we can time this however we need to by adding in a repeater. So that hopefully we can get this to launch it. Yeah, see, that just did like the... That's just doing solid block form. We need this to be ever so slightly slower. That way it has, you know, the falling entity form. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. How much can we accelerate the falling block? I don't know. Are you thinking like accelerating anvils downwards? That could be kind of fun. If you accelerate it fast enough, you could probably have it like one hit kill anything. If you put 5,000 diamond blocks down as the floor, it's 100% effective, right? Oh, absolutely. Let me show you my prime testing area over here. See, this area is where all redstone works 100% of the time, but only because it's built out of full iron, netherite, lapis, and gold blocks. See, if you don't build it exactly as shown, it's just not gonna work. Simple as that. Snow is still a good idea. No, was it? I mean, it could have been. Okay, this is... It's promising, actually, because it is pushing it as it's a falling entity. As you can see, it's actually snapping between the blocks here. See, it's falling between the blocks and it snaps to one. Duplicate! It's all I want from you in my life. Let's try slab. Maybe we need 2 of them. Maybe we just need 2. Because with the other one, this little system over here, I always needed 2 to get to duplicate, you know? So we do that, and then, oh, whoop, I broke it, everybody. It did actually push them both over, which is weird. JJ, hello there. Try 3 ticks for fun. I will. If you would let me. What kind of logic is that? It's a double extender, everybody. Yeah, it's a double extender. World's simplest double... Well, I don't know if it's really that simple. World's glitchiest double extender. World's trippiest... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. World's trippiest septuple extender. There we go. Let's go. How far can we push this? That's even worse than before. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7. I want you to duplicate. Shenanigans. Juggerite, welcome in. How you doing? Shakes fist. Sand. Yeah, basically. Need a triple extender. I know how to do those, right? Yeah, of course I know how to do a triple extender. Got one right over there. Let me just go look how to find it. There we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Octuple extender. There we go. New world record. Octuple extension. Non-tuple. Wait, that's 9, right? Non-tuple? I don't know. I don't know what 10 is. I think it's like... I don't know. Dodeca is 12, isn't it? Trevengen tuple is 24. That's all I know. I need to duplicate. Why is it not duplicating? How many sand do we have there? Because I think that might have done it. We had 4 here and then 1, right? And now we have 5! Okay, because we always had 5, yeah. I'm stupid. I got really excited. We didn't actually duplicate anything. Sadness. Sadness. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. We're not getting anywhere with that, are we? We are getting some interesting results by double stacking it, though. If it would let me. That was so weird. No math on stream. Yeah, we're not allowed to do any form of that forbidden word. Pushed over the whole stack. You know what? For fun, let's just get a whole row of it. Okay. Sure. What do you guys want to bet this doesn't follow traditional standards of push limit? How far can we push it? For science. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we did push past push limit. Okay. How many blocks do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think they're just getting propelled past push limit, though. It's also starting to break the sand. I want to get like 15 of these in a row so you can have like, you know, a higher push limit. For science. Gravity block cube maker. I was just curious to see. Let's get rid of all these. It'll let me. Gotta turn on my auto clicker to get rid of these. I definitely broke this one and it reappeared. Adventure of the Traveling Sand Block, yeah. Okay, let's try 3 ticks. I think that just acted as a standard solid block. We'll try 4. We had it duplicating. We definitely did. There's gotta be a way to do it. Add solid blocks to mix. I think it would just mess with them, you know? Were they really duplicating? I'm pretty sure they were over here, yeah. So like if we, oh, you know what, maybe we gotta try sticky piston. I think they were duplicating. I'm pretty sure they were at some point anyway. Because we had 1 extra block come out of it. At some point here. And more Ravagers. So if we push them into each other and they combine, then they just break off as items. That's kind of the biggest issue with it, actually. 3. Let's get 5. We're having problems here. Like, they definitely duplicated using this method. at some point. 4 of them got pushed out, which is interesting. It's so glitchy that there's gotta be a way to do it. We just gotta figure out what that method... That just pushed out 5? That's crazy. But yeah, it's so broken that there has to be a way to make it work. It's physically possible. So that is 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sadness. Well, we might not be able to get it to duplicate this way, but we have learned some interesting things. Mostly the fact that these things are just so bad. So glitchy. So glitchy. So let's go ahead and revisit our original method. And of course, the original method is just like you stack up a ton of these things on some sand or, you know, drip leaves. And then when you relog, they'll basically all dupe, but they have a chance of breaking and falling down. See, we have a ton of items here, but the stacks are still basically there. So that's how you're actually duplicating them. But the problem is that you have to relog. So it's slow. It takes forever. It's incredibly obvious that you're duplicating, which is probably a good thing. Question mark. You could also use nether portals as well. I don't think I have a portal on this side of the world, so we're gonna make a new one. I don't know how portals is gonna work on a multiplayer server. Why not epileptic? Oh, it links to this one? That's not right. I'm like legit so far away. Yeah, 500 blocks away from where I should be. Cool. And it didn't even duplicate. What? Come on now. What's my render distance, actually? Wasn't in the nether for very long. If you have to relog to do it, that's going to be such a pain. Let's stay here for a second, load a couple chunks, and then we'll go back through. Maybe we have to fly over there. Teleporting in might not work. Maybe if another portal just actually sent me to the right place, that would be nice too. Come on, items. No, no duplication. So you have to relog. That's so weird. Am I gonna put out the mangrove farm tutorial? I don't know when, but it's done. I just gotta record it. The Guardian Farm tutorial that I released today is not doing very well, which is not very promising for the big tutorials. Sadness. Okay. Well, let's see if we can't figure out how to make these things more reliable. By catching it on fire. Oh, can you not place drip leaf on a sand? That's so weird. Why can't you do that? And portal gravity block dupe still works? Prove it. These ones don't. Yeah, these were broken years ago. Whoop. Yeah, no items. I had one in the end dimension as well. Did I copy that over? I copied over the Bedrock farm, the old one. Got a lot of weird stuff in this end dimension. And crystal into the sand. Why am I so slow? Oh, pain. You just want me to mess with high explosives, don't you? I know you do. Don't lie to me. I think break portal frames anymore. Any method of breaking bedrock would do it. But yeah, there's not very many good bedrock methods, are there? You could probably use dark oak trees. Might not be the best idea. Oh, also, I think if you break the frame, it just, yeah, it breaks the portal. Never mind. In the end, you can get rid of that bedrock. So you can do it in the end still. I can't even book block that. Right, we're gonna build all these up to the same layer. That layer is gonna be this glass block. Stop it. Stop breaking. That's the biggest problem with this, is that it's unreliable. What is wrong with my world? It's Bedrock, basically. Everything that is wrong with this world is just wrong with Bedrock. Did you try to shake on drip leaf? That's a good question. Oh, weird. It's, fascinating. Huh. Hold up. Now you're getting me distracted over here. Because if I can get a new trident killer out of this, that's a much better video. Much better for everybody. Why does it fall? It's stupid. You've never seen this bad, though? What's bad about it? Everything actually works. It's just that I have a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, so none of these are really stacking up that well. You know what? If we're gonna cheat, we're gonna go ahead and extra cheat. So let me go ahead and put up the cheaty cheats. Where is it at? Because I want to see how long it takes for all this stuff to break down. And I have a feeling it's only going to take a couple of minutes. So anything that you build, you want it to be like somewhat reliable, right? This is on 10 times speed. So yeah, we're losing a lot of sand. Seemingly, it's only mostly on this side, which is the fascinating part. That doesn't seem like it's just randomness. This is on a chunk border. It is on a chunk border. So maybe if we just get rid of these pillars, we'll be better off. Let's see how stable these ones are. Oh, the tops of them aren't even shaking anymore. Well, that might explain why they're so stable, because they're not shaking. Dang you, Bedrock Edition. What is wrong with you? Come on now. Shake, sand, shake. Guardian farms use a lot of resources. I mean, not really. They're not that bad. For how good of a farm it is, they are, like, so cheap. For real. Later on in the stream, I don't know when we're going to get to it, but I do want to try designing a micro Guardian farm. Oh, see, look at that. They're mostly stable. We lost a couple of blocks. Might just be due to these ones, honestly. Wait, were those there before? I don't know if those were there before. Come on now. Place in the block. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's relog. See if there's any that end up between them. Because I'm pretty sure they're getting pushed out to the side. It just crashed. Okay, that's a good sign. Just make the towers go as high as boat height limit. I would like to, yes. That seems ideal. That seems ideal. No, I didn't want to load the Ultra God. When you put the cursor over one world, and then you click on it, and then the realms load in, and it pushes it down. And then you click on the wrong world, right? Yeah, see, now there's sand between them. See, these are falling and getting pushed out. So, let's put down some buttons down there. That might help with our reliability a bit. So I think an isolated pillar really is going to be like the best way of doing this. All of our other pillars have basically fallen down now. Not quite good. Let's also see how much sand we actually get from that. Hope we get a fair amount. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks? Something like that. Does the sand not drop from only the sides? I don't know what you're trying to say there. Okay, it's definitely not duplicating to its full potential there because the tops of them aren't really shaking. Oh, now they're shaking. See, we only got 17 from that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we should get 7 per pillar. Should get 7 per pillar. Do I have sand on me? I hate sand. It's coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere. Come on, you guys know that that was coming. After a whole live stream of, you know, sand. Gotta get some sand puns in there. Okay, that looks like it was a full dupe. 24. Oh, it like double duped. 7, 14, and then 24. Anakin has next level wave words. He does. Especially, no! Yeah. So we should be getting 31 sand per, but we just got 43. So that's something. I think that that's actually pretty decent. Not picking up any from those, are we? I thought that was a creeper. 31. Okay, so that was a full dupe. Basically. Okay. So this actually seems like it's reliable for stacking them up, right? It doesn't seem like they're really falling down that much anymore now that we have them in their own isolated pillars. That seemed to be the problem that we were having before. Let's go ahead and speed up the game a bit more. We will see how reliable they are. This is 10 times speed. So you're still going to lose a couple, and I think that's fair. Math on stream mode? Yeah, I know how to do math. Don't worry about it. They all lost a layer. Maybe this is just like the minimum reliable height. If we stack it up past here, it's not reliable anymore. Oh, now they're not bouncing. Or maybe they are. It's hard to see. Are they bouncing? It doesn't look like they're bouncing. Oh, I turned off the speed hack. Stop it. I turned it off. No. Okay, why is it still speedy? That's not good. The application is closed. Okay, we gonna relog. I broke the game. Slow down. I tried. I've never had that happen before. Jeez. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good, Blue Gamer. How about yourself? Okay, they're all the same height, at least. Would have liked to be able to stack them up more, but if this is like what we have to deal with, that's not too shabby. Stop breaking the game. I will not stop breaking the game. Let's try this again, shall we? Turn on the speedy hacks. 20 times speed. Is it gonna break? I have a feeling we're gonna lose some more. If not, that's actually a really good sign. You stack diagonal? I'm not sure. We'll have to try that next. Diagonal stacking doesn't seem like it'd be too bad. This is a work of concrete powder? Yeah, any gravity block. Dragon eggs, anvils, sand, red sand, concrete powder. Oh, we lost one. This is at 20 times speed, though. So, that actually took quite a while. Fair enough. Okay, then. Yeah, let's try stacking them diagonally. Diagonally. What about TNT? Shoosh! Well, I guess I didn't need to break that, did I? This is my newest wall design, everybody. I'm gonna post this on Twitter real quick. Happy anniversary. Thanks. Oh, yeah, by the way, yesterday was our 7-year anniversary on YouTube. Crazy stuff, isn't it? Seven years. 63 blocks, by the way. Oh, thanks. I never would have guessed that. Six times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you do 12, 24, 36, 48. Math sounds. Can't wait for the next 7. I don't know. 10 years is going to be a crazy long time to be doing YouTube. I mean, a lot of the OG, original first YouTubers ever have been doing this for 16 years. Or 15 or whatever. I think Hank and John Green have been doing this for 15 years. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Can't believe I'm nearly at 10, though. A decade? Time flies, man. Time flies. What have you guys been doing for the last 7 years? I know what I've been doing. Staring at screens and making videos. About Minecraft. I know, poor Hank. Of all the people that could have happened to. I saw that first thing in my feed when I got up to. I was like, no, not the Hank. Anybody but the Hank. I could pick 30 other people. I think he'll make it through though. He'll be good. He'll be good. He seems to be having way too much fun with the jokes though. Have you seen his Twitter timeline? I was having too much fun as well. His TikTok though, he seems to be in good spirits. Been a derp for 7 years. Oof! Straight to the heart. Longhorn, I trusted you. No, why do you have to betray me like this? Okay. Let's see. 50 sand. Let's relog again. Also, you'll notice that every time I log in, I'm on the floor. Duplicate. Ah, you're banning the word for 5 minutes. It's been a while since we had a banned word. Okay, so we just copied a total of 48 blocks. I mean, it's not like super reliable. Oh wait, there's some on the top. 52. Wait, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm busting out the calculator for this. I can't break one of my cardinal rules of streaming, and that is being correct about math. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 times 9. Very nice. That's 52, obviously. See? Yeah, we're getting 100% success rate. God, I'm so stupid. It's 54. I know it's 54. Got him, pony leg. That was 2 blocks right there, actually. Right? No, I picked up 1. I picked block 1. Okay. Let's try it again. Yeah, so I want to find a way to duplicate this stuff. Ah, I did the word. I want to find a way of replicating these materials. 54. Okay, so that's 100% success rate. It appears that doing checkerboards is actually quite fine. So we will just keep doing that. I think what we need to do... How do I want to do this? Throwing a phone against the wall. 9 times 6 is 56. No, okay, so the fun thing about 9s and multiplication is 9 times anything, you know, like up to a point, I think, is still going to equal 9. So like 54, 5 plus 4, that's 9. Or like 81, 8 plus 1, 9. 72. It's kind of fun. Control C, Control V. Yeah! Control C Ving. Okay, I have an idea for how we're gonna do this. It involves panes. Aw, man. They still haven't added that to Minecraft. Time to torch this place. Yeah, so it doesn't appear that chunk borders are really important. Good. Good. We're gonna do a checkerboard pattern of drip leaves. We're gonna make them all 2 blocks tall. That way you can walk through them, right? Oh, you can't walk through these? What? They're a solid... What? They're a solid block? I thought you could walk through them. Why are they solid? Bro, it's a leaf. It's like a flower. Stupid game. Doesn't know what's good for it. Anyway, I was just gonna do like this. And then we do that on every other. Those powers those 3. This one powers this 3. And then this one powers these ones. I think it's fairly simple. It's not much height for the items to land on. Then we go up by 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna put a checkerboard and pattern above this whole thing. That way we can just drop in the blocks. I think that'll be the easiest. And then that should stop blocks from landing on top of the pillars as well. Cannot pick block these. Oh, there we go, got one. Now, 1 layer is like always reliable. That never breaks. And you can see these ones have lasted like forever. But once you start stacking them up more, then you might have some breaking issues. There we go. Oh my god, that looks horrible. I wish, wow, that's horrible, yeah. No walking through bamboo. It's like bamboo, no walk through. Y'all are horrible people. Why is it like this? Why is Minecraft so broken? I'm trying to get a screenshot of it, but I cannot catch. Oh, here we go. Oh, do you guys see it when it does that? Does it, like, pause the screen for you as well? What's it look like on stream? Because I'm doing, like, the snip and sketch, so it freezes the frame for me. I don't know what that looks like for you guys. Water protect against your epileptic friends. That's horrible. You're a horrible person. But yes, you're accurate. Broken people play broken games. What happened to you as a child? It's worse! How did it get worse? I didn't think it could get worse. That actually is pretty bad. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Archangel, you cannot use the "we didn't start the fire" argument or defense, because it's just not accurate. Just because you didn't start the fire doesn't mean that you ain't adding to it. Well, it's been burning since it's been churning, but it's still everybody's problem. Oh, now what? Look what you did. Don't pretend like nothing happened, Dripleaf. You know what happened. Why can't you be normal? Yeah. You know what? Maybe this is what happens when you get so many of them. Is there an upper limit? Now I need to know. What happens when we get a lot of these? We're about to copy this copying machine. Make a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. Let's go. Let's see. Let's do 13. Cool. We'll do copy of. And, you know, let's actually reduce the blue. There we go. That looks about right. Let's bring this in by a block. Brilliant. Which happens to be the sponsor of today's live stream. It's bouncing off the block. Maybe the top blocks are making it worse? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, they are. Yeah, it's shadows. That's what it is. That's so weird. Okay, so we'll just use glass. For all of our epileptic friends out there. That's so dumb. Sponsor? Raid Shadow Legends? Oh my god. Okay, so Raid Shadow Legends has been trying to sponsor me for like forever. I've never replied. Does anybody actually play that game? Because I feel like the only thing that makes that game popular is the amount of sponsor that they do for it. I don't feel like it actually... I don't know if Raid Shadow Legends is even real. Is it even a real game? Is it just a ploy by the deep state to get YouTubers more money? It's copying all the blocks as soon as I like paste them in. Oh, these are all breaking rapidly. It's kind of relaxing. Looks like this would be like a great bed. It's like a massage bed. Oh, you can stand on it? I guess to a certain point. Yeah, you can totally stand on this guy until you fall down. All right then. Well. I've thought about doing sponsors a couple times, but there's just nothing that I really feel comfortable doing sponsors for. Because there's no services that I use. And also, I find advertising to be just incredibly meaningless, really. Like, I don't know who actually buys things from seeing an advertisement, right? Because I've always just ignored every ad that I've like ever seen. But at the same time, I make my entire living off of ads on YouTube, so kind of a weird position to be in, right? Let's watch ad. Oh wait, you're not gonna delete them all? You zone out when ads start. Yeah, I just mute them or skip them. It's kind of weird. Made an underper. A deduper. Ad block for the win. Yeah, I use ad block on like basically every website. Except silentwhisperer.com. Yeah, that's the best website. And YouTube as well, because, you know, peeps gotta make them monies. Ads are also like the payment for whatever product you're doing. You know, whatever, you know, news site you happen to be on or whatever video you're watching. The ad is the payment. It's not free. You gotta pay with the ad. So that's why, like, I'll just mute. But as soon as that 5-second skip button comes up, you know I'm pressing that, because, man, ads are boring. They're so bad. I should get sponsored. Okay, that's the worst. You were supposed to destroy the dark side, not join them. Like, bro. Legit getting ads for ad blockers. It's crazy. It's a duper scooper. So I think that this is kind of like, this is pretty good, right? This does appear to be working. I don't know why the tops of it aren't bouncing. Let's go ahead and see how many items we can actually get this from this one. It should be like whatever, 54 or something. Sponsor the Silent Whisperer guy. Yeah. Every week I get like a bunch of sponsorship opportunities. I don't know. It's always for like Raid, or I had a NordVPN one. That's one I would maybe consider. 64 and 6. That's not so bad, and it only lost like, you know, 4 blocks. So I mean, it works. Really made a mess of this world though, didn't I? See, Babel. I had a opportunity for Babel recently. There's like those home cooking ones where they like send you food in the mail and then you cook it. But they want you to like make a meal on video, which is kind of weird, right? NordVPN is the only ad you watch on X's videos. Exuma has sponsors. I know it's like episode 1 of Hovercraft had a sponsor. Has he done more sponsors? I have not seen too much Exuma. Pain. Suffering. Sadness. I like the skin. This is a great skin. Make cake in Minecraft. I am a cake. Look, I'm wearing a cake. I don't even need to make a cake. Cool. Well, yeah, I guess this is where we're going to leave it for now. Unless you guys have some additional ideas on how we can, like, up the ante on this. But, I mean, you can expand it. I think the structure blocks were just being a bit funky there. But yeah, you can expand this to be, like, any size that you want. This one gives you a stack per relog. I would like to get the nether portal to actually function right. So 1528. Let's get a new nether portal made. 1528. Divide that by the 8. That's 191. And then we got 389. 389. Divide that by 8. That's 48.625. Right, let's go make another portal at that location in the nether. Shall we? Should be a fun little adventure. 191. That's going to be, oop, over here. Oh, right here. And then, what was it, 48? Oh, it's going to be like right here. Ah, this doesn't seem like such a bad spot. I was really hoping that that would duplicate it. It should. It really should, because it's like unloading the chunks. You know what? Let's get a bed, actually. Hold up. I was going to teleport here, but we're going to use a bed instead. Oh, hold up. We have items over there. I don't know how long those items have actually been there. Can we get a kill command for these items? Type equals item, radius equals 30. Yeah. It's a new song I just made up. We're going to go ahead and jump into the end. No duplication. Sadness. So you really do have to relog. You might have already duped 3 shulkers of each color powder and another 3 shulkers of each color concrete. That's a lot of concrete. See, if you go overboard with it, it's just gonna take all the fun out of the game, right? That's why duplicating sand is one thing that I'm like kind of okay with, because it's a disposable resource if you turn it into TNT. Like TNT is an actual utility block that you might end up using. Let's drop some. Let's build one of these in the nether, actually. Let's see if we can't make this happen in the nether. Also, I don't think we need it to be 2 blocks tall. It's lifetime supply. Yeah, that's the problem. It's too much. It's too much. Gotta be careful when you're doing duplications, because that stuff will burn you out. Wandering traders should restock. They're such a bad mob that they need to restock. Hold up. Oh, here we go, boys. Okay, now we're in business. Now we're in business. As soon as I heard that sand drop, I knew we were in business. Hold up, I need to go file a patent. Sorry, get a business license real quick. Hire an attorney. We are good to go. This is gonna be the start of something great, guys. I can feel it. When in doubt, go to hell. Works every time. I could try it in the nether, or the end. But if it works here, then why bother, right? The nether is so much easier. Question is, why does it work in the nether and not the overworld? Hello, Mia Sage. How you doing? Welcome back in. See, no copy pasty in the overworld, but we go to the nether and we get a copy pasty. Copy pasty. I think that's the cringiest name I've made up this stream. How many is that? 29. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Okay. That's a pretty high success rate. They need to add additional trades to the Wandering Trader purely for super flat survival. Put a minecart underneath it. Yeah, I mean you could like upgrade it with a minecart. That'd be fine. I don't think you can put a cage around it. Is there a good way to farm or collect mangrove wood? Boy, howdy is there. I have a mangrove tree farm that I have not made a video on, but I will soon. Probably, hopefully. I wanted to do it this month, but there's a week left. Yeah, I might put it out this month. We got Vicus and Mud along with T with Stupid and Darker along with Tick Joe and West Candy Squid is But Oh True Yeah Nay and Rubber, and Nightfall. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing great. You need the tree farm. You need the roots? Well, it's gonna produce a lot of roots. Produce lots and lots of roots. Okay. I mean, this works, right? We don't need to relog anymore. We fixed the biggest problem with it. I think this is faster than the end dimension as well. Because with the end dimension, you need to walk from the obsidian platform all the way to the portal. So there we go. That's all we needed to figure out. I would have liked to get something working with this. Like, I feel like there's gotta be a way to do it. There's just gotta be. But I don't know what that is. Maybe we can drop in like a whole stack at once or something. 6. Ah, 6. Sadness. Come on, game. How did you... Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna question that. That's still 6. You like this gravity block farm idea? Your world doesn't have a close desert. Fair enough. I mean, it's pretty utility. You know what? Let's run a poll, actually. Is there a mod in the chat? No, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it myself. Okay, you got 5 minutes to vote in this poll to tell me what you think about the duplication of gravity blocks. Number 5. It's so trippy. There's got to be a utility for this, right? I can mod you. 4, 6, 7. Sadness. That's number 8. Select's not okay. Immediately logs into world to do it. Yeah. I thought you were trustworthy. That one's 9. Like, this is really cool. But I don't think there's a good way of doing it. 100% trusting. Yeah. Break! Okay. Just to reaffirm this, because we know that, like, checkerboarding it or diagonaling it is fairly, you know, fairly reliable for not dropping down too many layers. But I do want to try this again. Fill. Just a straight line of all drip leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sand. Yeah, not a particularly, you know, good method, is it? It's easy to just mine it with a good shovel. It is. Yeah, sand is very easy to get. They really need to make sand renewable. Like, nobody worries about duplicating gravel. I didn't even think about gravel a single time tonight, because gravel we can get from piglins. But why can't we get sand? We need renewable sand. Like, it's a fact. Gravel's useful, but only when you combine it with sand to make concrete. It's not useful on its own. Yeah, I just think that this method is a little bit not great. Where they're right next to each other. I think it's just kind of unreliable. If we drop them in from above or something. Doesn't seem like this is really working out that well for us. Because I think what's happening here is that these are like touching each other and then they end up inside of each other and then that's when they break. So that's why having it in checkerboard is so much better. All right, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's just not reliable until you get down to like a single layer. Sand should be tradable from villagers. We can buy glass from villagers. Has the zombie villager trading arrangement changed? I don't think so. Not I've heard of anyway. That was weird looking. Oh, it's so weird looking. Yeah, that's just breaking. It's just breaking. Oh, that didn't even remove the sand. Yeah, because it's a falling block. Sand. It's like dominoes, but worse. I think buttons stop spawns, Mr. Guy. You just put a light source next to it, then it can't freeze. Also, if there's any solid blocks above a water source, it can't freeze. Cool. Well, I mean, that was a fair amount of experimenting. Did you guys get something useful out of this tonight? Hopefully you did. I had some fun. Thought that was kind of cool. Don't get discounts for all the villagers in the iron farm. Might not be within range. Or you just gotta do more curing. Oh, that was crazy sounding. Yeah. You try it in your world. And then also, do you guys think I should make a tutorial for it? Or maybe not a tutorial, but like a video? I guess it would end up being a tutorial. So the poll comes out to 47% say it's fine for some things, 19% say only for sand/TNT, 16% say okay, 13% say never do it, and then 6% say not okay. Fair enough. So that's still, you know, 19%. Let's just round up to 20%. They were like, nah, don't do it, man. But you're still watching the live stream. I respect that. Granted, we probably have a... there's a bias called for it. There's a... What's the word? Sample size bias. No, it's not that one. It's not the size. It's the quality, right? Anyway, if you're more... Basically, you're more likely to be okay with it if you're here, whereas people who weren't okay with it would have already stopped watching. So the data in that poll is going to be skewed. Big brain. Yeah, I'll put it on Twitter as well, just see what happens. Oh, it did fall down to 4. Okay. Well, fair enough. I was going to do a micro guardian farm tonight as well, but our time kind of got eaten up by this little dude, didn't it? Kind of did. Now, the idea for the micro guardian farm is... Let's head over to the ultra guardian farm, because I ran out of names. So I just called it ultra. Confirmation bias? No, it's a different one. It's a different one. There's so many different types of bias. It's crazy. Confirmation bias is like where you only take in information that agrees with you. Which is actually a really big issue for like just the world in general. People only take in like information that agrees with their predefined viewpoints. Yeah. Or they get something that doesn't agree with what they already think, so they're like, no. And they just double down. Fun times. Human brains are so good, everybody. Oh, I forgot I'm wearing the skin. Yeah, as a literal zombie is like teaching you about bias in the brain. Anyway, so this is the Ultra Guardian Farm. It's basically got all of the features and mechanics of the Elite Guardian Farm, but it is cheaper and it's simpler and it's easier to build. And I actually modified the AFK spot. So there's an issue where the spawning sphere was actually gathering all of the spawning spots in the 4 corners, but what I didn't account for is the fact that they spawn on the northwest corner. So like this is the default AFK spot, right? Now that's in there. They should be able to spawn right inside that piston head, you would think, but they actually do not. And I think it's because they're spawning just a little bit too low. You can see the sphere clipping through the corner of that stair sometimes. So wherever they're spawning on the northwest corner. They're actually like despawning, or they're just not spawning to begin with. And that affects this one as well, for some reason. And it really affects this corner and this corner over here as well. So you're actually losing 4 spawn spots. You can see it right here. That one should have been obvious. I should have caught that for the Elite. So what I had to do is I had to move the spawn spot over and down 1 block to the west because they spawn on the northwest, and then down a couple blocks just to drop down that sphere. So this is what it looks like now. Can I place it in there? I need to make a little update video for the Elite Guardian Farm, being like, yo, change your AFK spot when you're in overworld only mode. Then you get better rates. It's like 13,000 more items an hour. It's not trivial. It also speeds up like all the level mile markers by like 20 seconds. You get to level 100 like 40 seconds faster, level 40 like 20 seconds faster. So yeah, now they're all in there. But the issue with this is that you can't use the nether only mode when you're at this height. Because as you can see, you're actually losing, you know, the 4 inner ones. So you're still losing 4 spawn spots. I did test it. All these inner cells still get guardians when you're at this height. So now we just have 2 AFK spots. We have this lower one for overworld, and then we have this upper one for nether. And that's perfectly fine. I don't see any problem with that because you got 2 modes. Makes sense you would need 2 different AFK spots. If we had this farm be significantly more complicated, we would use a single spawning spot for both of the nether portal and the overworld mode. But that gets so much more complicated. I did that for like, I think the advanced one. Yeah. Anyway, so for the micro guardian farm, I want to use like 4 spawn spots. Maybe the inner 9. So like that one, 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 that one. Just a 3x3. But I want it to be the simplest that you can get it, the cheapest that you can get it, with no water clearing, probably no nether mode, and just absolutely dead simple. Like 1 trident per thing, the bare minimalist that you can get it. Because, like, let's be honest, this is a pretty big thing. It's so easy to build. It will take you a few hours, though, and it will take a while to get all these resources. Draining the water is, like, the big thing that makes this off-putting to a lot of people. So if we can get a farm that doesn't have any water draining in it, that would be epic. But I guess we'll do that on the next Technical Tuesday. Make it only 4 spawn spots? Yeah, probably. We'll still need to mark out all the other ones. That way Guardians don't spawn in those. But yeah, I think we'll still get really good rates, even with just 4. If only we had a cool flying machine that get rid of water force. I know! Somebody should totally do that. But yeah, I guess I'll do that gravity block farm as the next tutorial. And then 1.20 is about to release, guys, so that'll be fun. When do you think that's going to drop? I got some guesses. It's probably going to be a Tuesday. I don't think it's going to be the 30th. The 6th, it seems a little bit early, but I mean, there's like the 13th, the 20th, 27th seems way too late. The 20th also seems too late. So I'm betting like the 6th or the 13th. 13th is still 3 weeks away though. I don't know. It's probably going to be a Tuesday. It's almost always a Tuesday. Maybe it'll be the 30th. Maybe, ooh. No, I feel like if it was a week away, they probably would have told us the release date, right? If it were 1 week, we would have a release date. 2 weeks though, for the 6th, I could think about that, yeah. Because we already had pre-release 5. We didn't get a beta today. The last few betas for Bedrock are just like the tiniest thing ever. So I think that they really are like done. We'll probably get like a couple more bug fixes, a little bit of polish here or there. I don't think we're gonna see any more features. This one broke entirely. All the sand broke on this. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Don't announce it when they drop the ad. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a trailer for it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a trailer. I can't wait for the trailer, actually. Trailers are so good. We definitely need, like, the torch flowers to give you more light. And by more, I mean any. So yeah, my bets are on the 6th. I'm thinking the 6th. Seems reasonable to me. 2 weeks gives them time to release another beta next week. Or maybe even this week. They could do Wednesday, Thursday. Sometimes we get a Friday beta, which is crazy. But yeah, 6th seems likely. 30th, probably too early. 13th could also be my backup guess. I really don't think it's going to be the 20th to 27th, though. It just seems so far away for what they need to do. Oh, one thing I do know is that getting these updates through the Nintendo and Xbox stores, it does take a while. Like getting the verification process or whatever down with Nintendo can take like a couple weeks. It's kind of stupid. That's why they used to not release updates too often. So yeah, it can take a couple weeks for that to go down. You would think by now Nintendo would figure that stuff out because there's like a billion Bedrock updates, but you know, maybe not. Should be at least 8 plants. There should be way more plants for the sniffers. You're right. Have they added Petra plant to Bedrock yet? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got everything. Zoo Farmer Mob vote winner. Yeah, Phantom Hype, let's go. Anyway, that's about going to do it for today's live stream, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I know we're ending a bit early, but it's still been a good time. So if you haven't already, go watch today's video. It needs all the love it can get. Tell all of your friends, your grandma, your dog, your uncle, your third cousin, your second cousin, your first cousins to subscribe. I would like to break 1 million subscribers before I've been on YouTube for 10 years. So in the next 3 years, we got to gain 460,000 subscribers, which is 12,000 a month. So we gotta go, man. We gotta do things. Do the thing, Julie. Also join our Discord. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, all the places. We're gonna end by raiding someone if there's someone to raid. There isn't. Is there really no one to raid? No truly Bedrock people. We have iJevin. That just popped up. Okay, let's do an iJevin raid. He's in the nether. Doing some stuff. Looks like maybe netherite beacon mining. If I had to guess. Cool beans. You guys know the deal. Show him some love. Tell him where you came from. Drop a follow on his channel. And I'll see you guys over there. And in the next one, I'll be streaming again on Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard, 8:30 Eastern, late UK, and early Australian. Have a good night, everybody. And I'll see you later.